Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. To start this drugstore makeup look off, I am priming my eyes with a Physicians Formula Gel Cream Shadow and Liner. This one is in the shade Playful. It's the Frosty Pink Champagne shade. I'm applying that all over the moving part of my lid as well as my inner corner. Then I am going into this Covergirl quad. This is the Bloomin' Blushes quad, and I'm going into that shade marked 1, or the lightest matte pink shade, with this 240 brush from Makeup Forever, and I'm patting that on my inner corner as well as my brow bone. Next, I'm moving into the really cool shimmery purple duochrome that comes in this palette. I'm using that same flat shader brush and I'm applying that all over, just patting it to the rest of my lid as well as along my lower lash line. Now it's time to blend that crease out. I'm going into the matte, soft kind of taupe brown shade and this blending crease brush from Coastal Scents, and I'm just using that as a nice transition shade to deepen up the crease while blending out the lid. And last, using that same brush, I'm going into the beautiful Satin Matte Orchid in this palette, and I'm using that to further blend that crease out so there really isn't a harsh disconnect between the deeper crease and the lighter brow bone. Moving on to liner, this is Covergirl's new Ink It liner. Mine is in the shade Copper, and I'm using that to line both my upper and lower lash line. I'm first starting here with the upper though, really smudging it along the top. Then I'm going to go in with the new Real Techniques Bold Metal Collection liner brush. This is the 202, and I'm using that not only to smudge it out further, but also create a more precise flick and cat eye along the outer corner. Then I go into the lower lash line and smudge it not only along the waterline, but also underneath the lash line as well. For mascara in this look, I am just using the mascara portion of the new Physicians Formula Instant Lash Extensions Kit. I find this really fills my lashes out nicely and gives me that nice flick on the outer corner, and now that I've used it enough in conjunction with the actual fibers that come in this kit, I still get that extension as well. Moving right along to foundation, this is Physicians Formula's Nude Wear Touch of Glow Foundation. Mine is in the shade Light Medium. This is another new product from the drugstore that I didn't mention in that recent haul because I'm going to have a separate review coming all together on it. All I can say right now though is that I really like it. It gives the skin a nice natural dewy finish without being overly shiny. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm just applying that all over, buffing it into my face, actually using the brush that comes with it when you purchase. Now for concealer, this isn't from the drugstore obviously, but it is new. This is Lorac Perfection Concealer, and it's something I'm currently trying out, so I wanted to include it here. Here I am just applying it, patting it in my under eye area using my ring fingers. I applied it to one finger first, then rub the two together to make sure it's a little bit warmed up, a little easier to blend. I'm patting it in my under eye area, and then I go and apply it anywhere else around my face where I need extra coverage, like around my nostrils where I get a little bit more red, as well as any blemishes I have around my face. For setting powder, I'm going into the trusty Rimmel Stay Matte. You can see it is very well loved, and I'm using the 100 brush from Real Techniques to pat that in my under eye area and around my T-zone, anywhere where I want to make sure my makeup is going to remain budge proof. For the rest of the face, I want to keep everything really nice and soft and romantic to match the eyes, so I'm going straight into blush. This is Milani's Powder Blush in Coral Cove, and I'm using that same Real Techniques brush that I used to apply my setting powder to pat that along the tops of my cheeks. For this look, I included two choices of lips. The first pick is a new one from Milani. It's their Color Statement Moisture Matte Lipsticks. This is in the shade Matte Naked, which is a really pretty kind of nude mauve shade to play off of the purples in the eyes. But I also wanted to include a lip that would play more off of the coral on the cheek. So for that, this is Jordana's Modern Matte Lipstick. This is in the shade Matte Pretty, and I'm just applying that all over my lips here. So that's my complete drugstore Valentine's Day look using some new products from the drugstore. If you want to see that haul, please feel free to check out the link in the info bar below. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!